I'm in so much trouble. Don't tell my wife. G'day, boys and girls. And yes, I am in trouble. Well, only if my wife finds out, so don't tell her. Yes, as you can see, this month I've had a good month, money wise. Now, we got a friend of mine, we got a van really, really cheap. Basically, it was just about free. And we put it on our Trade Me and we sold it and we made a huge profit on it. Yeah, good money. Now, I have put the bulk of that money on the deposit to a house, so that's gone into my savings. But I did grab a little bit of it, and as you can see, I've had a bit of a spend. I decided that I needed to get a bit of gold to keep going on my goal for this year, and I also grabbed some constitutional silver. I thought it was about time that I filled up some of these empty tubes. Okay, so I went to my local guy. I said, "Do me a deal," and by jolly goodness, he gave me a deal. I couldn't pass this one up. It was pretty good. I think it was the amount that I bought, but he was pretty happy, and I'm super stoked. So most of these coins I have been able to get at just ridiculous prices. The Morgans, however, we pay big premiums for those over here. Yeah, sort of 28 bucks for those. So you work that out into the US currency, and it's not too bad. It's about 18, 19, 20 bucks. I was getting all the half dollars, regardless whether it was a Walker, a Benji, or a Kennedy. I was getting those at $9 a coin, New Zealand. 40 percenters, they were just over $4, and the quarters were just over $4 as well. So yeah, so it was a pretty good deal. I mean, compared to what we have to pay on like the likes of our Trade Me auction type thing on eBay and all the rest of it, you can pay anything from $15 to $20 for a Walker, for a Kennedy. Benjis and Walkers are up 25 to 30. Morgans, you can pay anything from 40 to 60 bucks, and I mean even just your quarters, you can pay $10 to $15 a coin. So it was a pretty good deal. I was pretty happy. And hiding way over the back there, I got myself a gold sovereign, full gold sovereign. And again, that was a pretty good price. It's nearly, oh crikey, it's nearly $100 cheaper to buy it in this form as a constitutional coin, I guess you would call it, as a circulated coin, than it is to buy a bullion coin. So if you're just stacking for sheer weight and beauty and all the rest of it, of the gold, yeah, go for your go for your sovereigns and your half sovereigns. They are definitely cheaper by quite a substantial amount. So yeah, so I'll go through what I've got. So I grabbed some 40% Kennedys to fill up my 40% Kennedy tube. I needed, what did I need of those? One, two, three, four, five. I needed 12 of those. Then I needed 9 of the 64 90% Kennedys. I grabbed 5 Benjis. I already had a pretty good roll of Benjis there. And I needed another 7 Walking Liberty half dollars to fill my Walker's tube. And then I only needed 5 Morgans. And now this tube here is actually genuinely all Morgans. Last time I showed you it, I'd filled it up, but it still had 5 peace dollars in there. So now it is purely a full tube of 20 Morgan dollars, not including my one up the back there from our oldies and goodies. So yeah, so that'll be full tube, and then obviously I needed about 22 quarters, and that'll fill up my quarter tube. So that's pretty cool. So I think, oh crikey, what does that work out in weight? Lots. My brain's not working tonight. I'll figure it out and I'll put it in here in the text or something. But yeah, so that's a fair bit of silver. Pretty happy with that. It fills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tubes. So that's pretty cool. And it keeps me going on my target for 100 ounces of constitutional. But the star of the show tonight is by far this beautiful little 1892 full gold sovereign, British gold sovereign. So St. George there, slaying the dragon. These are 22 karat gold, or 90% gold. And this one is 8 grams. And that there is a Jubilee head, Victoria. I love anything Victorian in the way of coins. So when I went and saw him, I says, "Oh, I'd love a sovereign." And he pulled out a whole lot of King George and Edward sovereigns, and I was like, "Oh," I said, "Do you have anything with Vicky on it?" And he pulled out. He only had this one Jubilee head, and then he had a bunch of Vale heads. So I grabbed this one. Also, this is being a little bit earlier, where the Vale heads are from late 1890s to 1900, 1901. So, yeah. So, nice little quarter ounce, or 8 grams, just over 8 grams of gold for the stack. So, yeah, it's 1892, Sydney Mint. So, this one was minted in Australia, in Sydney. And it's in a pretty good condition. It's probably call this average circulated. These coins were all circulated. The only proofs you get, or uncirculated ones you get these days, are ones that have been in collections, or the later 2000 sovereigns that they are still minting, believe it or not. So yeah, so it's cool. So that bumps my gold stack up. And, yeah, it gives me something else to play with. I love gold. Absolutely love gold. It's just something about it. I don't know, it's just the colour, the weight. Yeah, the preciousness of it, the rarity of it. Yeah, gold definitely has its grip on me. So there you go, guys. That's this month's pickups for May, now that we are into June. So I was pretty lucky, actually. I was able to wrap all this lot up at the end of the month rather than waiting. So the van itself did sell about a week ago. So I've had the money, been sitting on it. And yeah, so I pulled the trigger on this lot. And I've also been really, really naughty. And I pulled the trigger on an amazing deal of a tube of Silver Eagles. But that'll be coming up in another video. So thanks for coming along, guys. I'll just give you a little bit of a hover over these coins and let you see them close up. Alright, let's zoom in on these. Here's all my 40%ers. Some of them are quite nice, some of them are definitely well circulated. Here's my 90%ers. As you can see, some nice, some not. I stack for weight, not for looks. And if I really want to, I can clean them. Clean them, they say. Don't do that. Some Benjis. There goes the Walkers. Those two there, they're quite slick, but they're both 1918, so quite early. We've got the quarters. And some Morgans. And that beautiful full sovereign. Gotta love it, eh? Oh, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, happy hunting.